pleased to come away with the first win. It's always lots of pressure. I think everyone was really nervous. I know I was, and I'm sure, just by the way we started the game, I think everybody on the team was. So look, it's nice to get that out of the way, and while it wasn't pretty, at the end of the day, it's still a win, and we're one up.
It felt like Melbourne probably still controlled the inside game pretty well, but then your outside shooters were just brilliant tonight.
Yeah, look, they if they want to focus on our post players, obviously we've got some shooters that can shoot the ball. Even our post players can shoot the ball. So, certainly, I guess when we put the team together, that was a big, a big part of the plan. So, I think offensively, probably got bogged down quite a bit, and they're a good defensive team. They were the best defensive team all competition. So, they showed that here tonight. They kept us to, they kept us to 69, which is way below our average. So I think. Finals are always a bit of a defensive grind, and at the end of the day, that's pretty much what won that game.
I felt like that depth made a pretty big difference to you. Like, had Cayla come up at the end of the first quarter and make that shot, and then Darcy, I think at the end of the third, hit a good shot like that.
Yeah, look, I think we speak a lot about finishing out quarters and finishing possessions, and other than the very last possession of the game, I think we did that really well. Making sure that we got that last score and that we won in the quarter, and I think Darcy did hit a big shot. Cayla hit a big shot down the stretch in the corner. So I think I guess pretty pleased that way that went.
Liz was quite a huge threat tonight. Is there anything that you've learned from that tonight?
Well, look, she's the leading scorer in the competition. She's a phenomenal player. She's going to get her points. She's tough to stop. Our bigs battled and battled all night in there. I think you can just try to limit her as much as you can, and then try to stop all the others.
Claudia, what did you make of some of the performance from your veterans, Kelly Wilson in the last quarter, Cayla, Susie? They sort of seemed to give you a lot, particularly when the pressure was on. Yeah, look, I think Kelly had a phenomenal fourth quarter. A couple of really big steals, a nice finish at the rim. They've all been there before. They know what finals is like, and I think down the stretch we're going to rely on them. So I guess we have a lot of experience. We can draw on a few of those players to come out and get it done for us, which is nice. After Kelly's season as well, was it nice to see her get a chance to show what she can do? She's had such a stop-start sort of season. Yeah, look, I think she knows what finals is all about, and she wants to win a championship. She hasn't. She had that loss to us the last time she played in a grand final. So I think she's very focused. She's determined. There's no one that really works harder than her. She's been in the gym all week shooting shots and making sure that she's ready for this game. So I think credit to her. I thought she did a great job in that fourth quarter. She knows the scout defensively. She knows those Melbourne girls because she's played Sibyl for ages against them as well. So I think that's a bit of an advantage. Cayla, how relieving was that last three hit from the corner there? Because that seemed to just take a lot of that pressure off.
Yeah, it was pretty relieving, and I don't think I'd hit a shot all half, I think, before that. So, I think it just took that edge off a little bit and gave us that slight edge and momentum towards the back end of that quarter. And it wasn't just that there was plenty, like Kelly steals. There was so much. Team effort. I'm just honestly stoked that we came away with the win, and it has been a really big build-up. I don't think we've had this much time to prepare for a game all season, so all week it was like, gosh, can we play it? When's the game? Can we play? So I'm just glad game one's done and dusted, but by no means do we feel that this is, over. We've got to go down and play a really tough team, obviously, on their home court, and I think they've got a sell-out crowd again. So that's amazing for women's basketball. Sell-out crowd here, sell-out crowd down in Melbourne. So, I'm really pumped for the direction that women's basketball is going in Australia.
How much did the crowd here help just to sort of settle the nerves in those tense moments?
Yeah, the crowd always helps here. The Townsville crowd, they really are, like Susie said, outside our sixth man, and they love it. They get around us, and the media up here is phenomenal. Getting the cowbell fans there at the airport when we came back after we beat Sydney, it's just phenomenal, the coverage we get. So credit to you guys.
And also wanted to ask, with that game, it seemed the pace was really frantic, even though the scoring wasn't that high. Was it a hard game to sort of get a handle on?
It was very erratic at times from both teams. There was probably a lot of nerves out there, obviously being the grand final, and there were moments, probably more often than we'd like to say, that we probably needed to slow down. But yeah, it was finals basketball, and like Chloe said, we had to grind it out, which we did.
And Claudia, with Melbourne shooting, they had a real bad night. Do you think you can keep them sort of under that low level again, or are you going to come a bit harder shooting come Melbourne?
Oh, look, I imagine they're probably going to shoot better on their home floor. I would expect that. I think for us it'd just be fixing up, some turnovers. We gave them 10 more shots. So if we can limit the amount of shots that they get, I would expect them to probably hit a few more threes down there. So certainly I think our defense probably is a big part of that. They've been playing against Perth and I think they've faced Perth 4 times in the last couple of weeks. So I think that's, we play a different style D than they do.
Yes, Cayla, when you've got so many different players who can step up in the big moments, are you able to feed off each other like that and sort of build on the momentum like that?
Oh, I know I do. Like if someone, I was jumping around out there going crazy in that fourth quarter. Every time Sydney hit those shots, they were huge. Kelly steals, and her finishes at the rim, they were amazing. So I was amped. So I definitely, me personally, feed off of that. Go look back at footage. I think I'm jumping around and spinning in circles like crazy. I was so pumped. So for sure.
It's how different do you think it'll be on Melbourne's home floor? I think they've got a sold out crowd down there as well.
Well, we've had to win away. That's basketball. We play home and away. So we've won down there before. So we just got to focus on what we need to do, and we've got the game plan in place, and we just got to execute.